There we go. We're recording. It's Friday. It's August 19th. And this training, crazy, is going to be about how to place an order. How to place a customer order, because there's actually several ways that you can go about doing it. And it's one of the most basic fundamental things that you might start off doing it one way and going, wow, that's really inefficient. That's not working at all. And then, or I have more mistakes than I'd like to have, in getting orders placed and so on. So through trial and error, this Star One Diamond coach is going to give you her best tips and let you know basically what works for me. I think I actually have a really good system. But with that, I'm going to go over a few, and I would like you to start practicing. So for my new coaches and all of the coaches in the downline, I opened up a 7-day Shakeology sampler. It's brand new. It's on Vimify. However, Janie Rose and Laura are doing a 7-day sampler in Facebook. Could be done either. But I'm going to show you, what we're doing in Vimify. So for those of you who are in this training, who are inviting to that group right now, to the group that starts on Monday the 29th, that would be a week from this Monday, I wanted to get really practical and show you how to kind of just close quickly and get orders placed for the people who are interested in joining on next week. So it's Friday the 19th. That means we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday to get orders placed where they might arrive to them on time. 5 to 7 days for shipping. We never actually know. We try and do that. So with any challenge group, there's always going to be a timeline. So you want to know what that is in your head. But to me, 3 or 4 days of inviting is like a lifetime. That's plenty of time. So hopefully you have your group of a list or your book or whatever system you use to keep track of the conversations that you're having, the people you want to follow up with, who you've been inviting, who's been interested before, and so on. So that's kind of first. So given that, when I go to actually place an order, the first thing that I'm doing is talking with the person and really making sure they understand what they're ordering and what exactly is going to arrive for them. So this is kind of like a critical thing. I always am talking to a person on phone, or pretty much all of that's going to happen via phone, maybe a personal message. So now we're talking about this 7-day sampler, which is literally a taste of every single flavor that we have. Okay, it's $35. But I think I've sold 2 7-day samplers in my life. I 99% of the time am selling a challenge pack or recommending a challenge pack for a person to get started with. So it's super important that you guys have these conversations and ask them questions like, do you have any strong flavor preferences? Are you a person who really likes variety?
Is that in your sheet?
No, it's not. So you should be writing it down.
Have strong flavor preferences.
Yeah. Do you have strong flavor preferences? Some people are like, I hate vanilla. The smell of it makes me want to vomit. Or some people are like, I live for chocolate. I could eat it every day. Some people don't care. That's a good question to ask. And also, are you a person that really needs and likes variety? Some people need a variety of workouts and a variety of flavors every day to keep them on board. Some people can drink the same thing every single day and be completely happy and satisfied. So know that. So that's a great question. Third question is, are they lactose intolerant? Do they have any issues, any kind of gassiness or bloating when it comes to dairy? And usually they will know. So if they say yes to any of that, you're going to say, for those reasons, I'm going to recommend vegan formula for you. It's got a plant-based protein, and that's what I'm going to recommend. So you're going to lead them through a series of questions and find out where they're at and say, you know what, I'm kind of like you. I like chocolate. I recommend the first month just order chocolate with your challenge pack. Then next month, if you want to change it, you can. Or the first time I ever ordered Shakeology, I ordered a variety pack. And I kind of sussed out what I liked the most, and then I went to a bag. These are conversations that I have with every single person every single time. I don't care who they are. Okay. So, but when you're leading them through this, you're really tailoring what they're going to get going with, and this is why I feel in our business to just send a random link doesn't really work most of the time. Most of the time, even if they're finishing that, they've got all of a sudden it says choose Shakeology and a pull down menu of 37,000 types of how to order, latte, bags, not bag, HD, non-HD, it's crazy. Then you're like, what do I do? Okay, so for these reasons, you guys, myself, I was in a training, I'm going to say could have been Rock the Basics 1.0. Jenny was giving a lecture, and she said, I place my customer orders for them. My business changed. I have since then, I have placed my customers' order for them, whether I'm placing 1 or 15 at a time for my customers. It just makes sense to me because we're having an in-depth conversation about what they're getting ready to get started with. I know what I'm recommending, why I'm recommending it, and everything. So I'm like, and usually you guys, you've had these conversations. So like, great, let's go. So you send them maybe a link, or you set up another time to talk with them, to place the order, or whatever your next step is, and you've lost momentum in that moment. Then you're having a difficult time connecting with them again to actually have that happen. So that's another thing. Time is of the essence for a lot of reasons, because there's a timeline for the challenge. It's getting ready to start. We know we need to get the order placed. A lot of people are just time crunched. It's not that they're trying to ignore us. They're just busy. They're busy. And the email that you sent them or the link to start their order is not high enough on their priority list that day in their lifetime. Has nothing to do with us. So I feel like I am helping them by gathering their information. I'm going to help them. I'm going to take care of them. They trust me. I'm going to get their information. I'm going to place their order, and I'm going to then give them their confirmation number, follow up with them when they get it, and so on. So these are the reasons why I feel like it is of service. They understand that I'm taking care of them. Even though we're virtual, it's like walking into a store. This is a purchase that they're making from me. It is a business transaction. I'm going to take care of them. I'm responsible. Nothing's ever going to happen. I'm never going to screw them over. I'm working with a company that backs me 150%. So I feel really good about all that. The confidence is very high. So with this, I talked to Donna briefly. She also takes all of the information, places all of the orders, hi Tammy, for all of our customers. I was just double checking. I pretty much knew. So she started trailing me early on in the game. You guys, we are well into 2+ years of taking care of 5 or more customers. We are all-star legends. This is how the foundation of our business is set up. So this is the number one way I recommend you do it. When we leave this call today, want you to do it with the next person that you come up with your 7-day sampler. So this is how I get their orders started. So while I'm having this conversation with them over the phone, and I'm figuring out what they're going to have, I'm going to go ahead and just screen share, and I'm going to screen share this. I loaded this in our team page. It's very simple. I think my daughter typed it up for me. It says, customer or coach information, order date, the name, their mailing address. So as I'm asking them these questions, I'm filling it in. Email, phone number, credit card number, and the 3-digit code. If I'm signing them on as a coach account, social security number and birthday. I always let them know the reason why they ask for that is because if they do have any sales throughout the year, they're going to be 1099 for those sales. If they don't, it's just there. So that's why I ask them, and usually it's no problem. I set up their screen name and password. I always choose something super simple. For me, I live in Hawaii. Our area code is 808. So usually I'll say their first name, maybe an initial 808. And then you'll see in a few minutes when I give them back that information, I let them know here is your account. here is your screen name and user password, and you can change this at any time. Here's how you do it. You log on to teambeachbody.com and go to My Account. And they can change their username and password. Sometimes people do. I would say the majority of people probably leave it the same. Sometimes people change it. So it's really up to them. So I have that information. I'm also going to write down what they actually ordered. Okay? So very basic. So I'm going to stop share on this. The next thing that I do, please write this down, is I make sure I'm logged out of my teambeachbody.com account. I have that one open most of the time because that's where I'm working in my back office. So log out of your Team Beachbody account. And actually, on my computer, I take it one step further. I usually log out of my side of my computer and I log into my husband's side, just so it's like a completely different side, and I go to a brand new browser and I pull it up. So what I do is I pull up my, over here, sorry.
Stacy, you do that when you're gathering their information, when you're setting up their account, or when you're done setting up their account?
Yeah, so when I'm with the person, I gather all of their information. It's all them, 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 them. Then when I have time, when I'm not rushed, later on that night, whenever I want to, I sit down and get that order placed.
Okay.
In a very calm manner. There's no rush.
Yeah. So when you're done placing that order, that's when you make sure and log back out.
When I'm done placing that order, I can log out and I can go into my teambeachbody.com. Yeah, but it won't let you, if you're on your computer, it won't let you go. Sometimes you're like, yeah, and you'll know that actually because if you arrive at your Beachbody coach page, which is where we're going right now, and share screen. So what I log on to, you guys, we have 3 URLs with our Team Beachbody Coach account. The first one is Shakeology.com, then we have BeachbodyCoach.com, and we have TeamBeachbody.com. And so in order to purchase a challenge pack, I go to TeamBeachbody.com/my username, which is SBootcamp. So that's where I'm at right here. I go right to shop, and if you go to shop and it doesn't pull up the challenge packs over here, if it does not pull up the challenge packs, like it just did for me, but if it does not, you know you haven't logged out. That's how you know, because coaches can't buy challenge packs, and you can't even see a challenge pack if you're not logged out. So that was one thing I did way on back in the beginning. I was like, where is it? So I will go ahead, choose a challenge pack. I know what I'm getting for them. I will go ahead and just complete that order. Okay? I usually print out the confirmation number when it's done. Okay?
Hey, Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
You can also, when you go to open a new browser, you can open incognito. That's how I do it, and I just open on incognito, and then it doesn't pull up your stuff. So you can just, it pulls up the browser, and because you're incognito, it won't pull up all of your personal stuff, and you can enter their stuff right in.
Where is incognito? Like, where would that be? I've never even heard that.
So on your, do you use Google?
This is, yeah, usually
Okay.
Google.
So right click on the Google icon, and then scroll up a couple, maybe 2-3 spots, and it'll say open incognito.
Browser, internet.
Do you have the round Google icon on your taskbar below?
Yeah.
Okay, so right click on that, and then
Incognito. Open in incognito. Nice.
yeah.
Great tip. Okay, so you just open incognito. You don't even need to worry about signing out. Okay.
Right.
Can you do a screen share and show that real quick, Stacy?
Sure.
You're the bomb.
Hi, Janie.
Hi, honey.
Okay, let's see. Where was I? Oh, I don't know. I'll just come here. No, that's not it. Hold on.
I found the big Google thing, but when I right-clicked, it didn't say anything about incognito.
Okay, share screen. So if I'm over here and I go up here, it says Google, like this tiny little one. And then do you see that? It says apps. It's a tiny little one. And if I open that, third one down is incognito window.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a great little tip. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tammy.
Tammy, that was awesome. Okay, so yeah, right? So we're just trying, even if there's one thing here that you learned to take away from this experience. So what I would like all of you to do is practice placing an order for the 7-day sampler pack, because that's the one. I mean, if they want to buy a challenge pack, please get them a challenge pack. It's fine to be in the 7-day, challenge with the challenge pack if that's what they're really ready to do. If they're not, a 7-day challenge, but please try it this way. Understand how this works. And then the other thing that I did not have time to do is, okay, any personal message or an email, I will say, okay, Katie, you are all set to go. Your order has been placed. Your challenge pack should arrive in 5 to 7 days. You can go to teambeachbody.com right now. You can log on. Here's using your email that you gave me. Here's your password. And you can go to on demand and you can access every single workout in that 21-day fix challenge pack you just bought now. So get started on your workouts now. And your kit's going to arrive in 7 days. Please let me know when it does. You can easily, so I may have, this is a pretty good sized personal message, but I can just easily change it out with the person's name. That's something I would copy and paste and just, tweak a little bit to send to my next customer. So take the time to do that. And I don't have a sample of that right now. I didn't have time to show you, but that is directly followed. And guess what? I get a message right back. Thank you so much. I can't wait till it gets here. We're ready to go. Do you see how this really feels like a very helpful situation? Okay. If you're just sending links to people, wondering if they have it, have they done it today? Have they followed up? It's just kind of, so do you need to follow up? Yes. But follow up in person, find out where they're at with things and what is holding them up, understand whatever that is, and then follow up again. But do all of that in person, you guys. There's just no way getting around that I can see. Okay? So you guys have any questions about that before I move on to the next 2 ways? You guys pretty cool? Okay. So the next best way, now I'm going in order here. Again, there's multiple ways. Screen share. I'm going to come over here. Vimify. Okay. So choice number 2 for me in Vimify. One of the reasons why I stopped from the second that they launched Vimify, that it's well worth every penny. It's a point of sale. Okay. So if you are doing this 7-day challenge that I just signed up, on multiple pages, this happens to be Where Does Shakeology Come From? It says, order your Shakeology here. And I'm going to click and it goes right to, you can see Stacy Ricciardi at the top. Here I am. Okay. Now, if I was coaching somebody through this, I might be doing this over the phone while they're on the other line. Kind of what you do sometimes, Jane. I might say, you're at my Shakeology site. Go ahead and scroll down. You're going to see the 7-day sampler pack. Go ahead and click on, or where is that? I found it down here. You're going to scroll down. Where's that 7-day sampler? Where's that guy? Oh, there it is. It's like at the bottom. Okay, so it's not seen. So this is why it's choice number 2. It's still a process to get them through. But depending on the person, let's say I've sent them the invite. They say, yeah, I'd like to do it. I'm ready to go. or let's say they clicked they wanted to go. And I would follow up, hey, I see you saw that you clicked that you're ready to go. Great. So let me get you started. You're going to go ahead and click on All About Shakeology, and you're going to see Order My Shakeology. Just click on it. Do you see my name at the top? Because if there's multiple coaches, they're going to see multiple coaches. They're going to choose Jamie because they're having the conversation with Jamie. So you guys, to sign up for Vimify, you all get a 30-day free trial. It's up to you when you want to use it. They're going to take your credit card. You're going to sign up to use that, and you can do 10 challenges in the middle of that. You should be trying this at some point, okay? Sign up, and because you can only do this if you are signed up as a coach in Vimify, okay? I pay for Vimify a year at a time now. I mean, I did. It's the first year it's been on, which makes my Vimify use $19 a month. For me, that's worth it. You may not be there yet, and that's okay. There are many ways, like I just talked about, to do it. But I'm just wanting to point out some of the highlights of why you would want to do that. So they could click on this on the 7-day sampler, and then you're pretty much just going to, tell them, okay, go ahead and check out and go ahead and complete your order. All right, you're ready to go. I'll see you on the virtual side. And that is a pretty easy way to.
So Stacy, where do they enter all their credit card information and all that stuff?
Oh, it just is like, let's say, click on latte. Like
Okay.
you click on latte, you add to cart,
It takes you to check out.
and then it takes you to checkout. So this is my Shakeology.com website.
Okay.
So it is linked because this is a Shakeology only, 7-day sampler. It's just it's linked right to my Shakeology.
So in your back office then, under your customer, when you go check customers, if this was me and I was buying the cafe latte from you, would that show up in your customer list on your Beachbody?
Well, yes, yes. So they're making a purchase from you. They're now your customer, and you can see it in your back office.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So it just functions the same way. Yes. Does that answer your question? Are you pretty clear on it? So let me show you this though. Let me take you a little bit back in Vimify. So if I went to Vimify here, here's the 7-day taste test, which you guys are all inviting to, right now. So you're clicking the invite button. You're using this. So periodically, I come in here. I click on the little button, and I go to see all members. Because I just want to see who has come to join us so far. I can see right here. So you want to check that daily to see if anybody that you've been sending an invite to has decided to, and then that's when you would follow up. But also, when you guys, just so that you know, if you go to that More button and you go to Overview, Tammy, will you mute as you're walking?
Hang on a minute.
Okay. If you go to Overview and you go to Preview, you can see in the prep. This is what they're pretty much going to be seeing prior to the Shakeology, to the group actually starting. So where does Shakeology come from? And then it says order here. That's the page you came into that I just showed you. So there's a few different places throughout the prep where they're having a time that they could place their order. So how I invite people to Vimify is I say, come on in and take a look at the guide. Read through the guide, read through the menu, read through the recipes, check out what we're going to be doing. And then what do you think? Do you have any questions? How do you feel? You'd like to do it? Awesome. Okay, go ahead. I would go, great. What's your name and mailing address? I would go right back to gathering their information. But let's say I couldn't for some reason, or that was kind of inconducive. They were ready to place their order right there. I might say, go ahead and click on buy right then and there. Does that make sense? Okay, so any other questions right now before I move on from Vimify? Are you guys cool?
Yep.
All right. Here's number 3. Coming on up. Okay. Let's see. I am going to, log on to my teambeachbody.com website right now. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and share this. I'm going to go also, so Team Beachbody, and let's see, sorry, I have too many things open. So let's see, screen share, and here we go, and share screen. Okay, so here we are in my back office. So if you come over to my business and you go to, sales and marketing. My bad. Sales and marketing.
Sales and marketing.
Business tools. Click on business tools, sales and marketing, business tools. The second one down, mobile enrollment. Okay, so this is where I use this. This is pretty much, this is my go-to when I've had a happy customer and they've had their challenge pack, they've been in a couple challenge groups, and they're liking me as a coach and my program. They would like to get the discount, and or are ready to become a coach and look closer at this opportunity. And I'm going to start them as a coach. I'll be like, okay, great. So let's choose your challenge pack. What do you want to do? What's exciting to you right now? I probably already know their flavor. I'll figure out what their flavor is. And then usually on my computer at home, although I have this app on my phone, I'll go to Coach mobile app. And yes, I have their permission to enroll them. And what I do is I enter their email address and I go to enroll a new coach. And it'll give me a chance to check off whatever challenge pack and Shakeology they'd like, and I email that to them. So a lot of times, again, they already know me, they're already a customer. All they have to do is complete that. And I would say probably 80 or maybe even 90% of the time, that's how I'll get them started on their coaching account. Usually there's a reason, like maybe they want to take advantage of getting the 21-day fix at that $140 before it turns to $160 in the following month, or whatever. There's some reason why they're ready to go ahead and order. So you plug in their information, and this is literally sending them the start to their order. Okay, so hang on with me. I'm going to go back here. What I'd like you to do is the second little link down, view the FAQ and training guide. You guys click on that and read this. Understand, in order to download this, how to get this tool. You simply visit coachmobile.teambeachbody.com from the mobile device or tablet or desktop computer that you're working on. And then for easy access, you bookmark the page or add it to your home screen. So it's different than an app, you guys. It's not like so you have to go to coachmobile.teambeachbody.com, and then it's a little bit different for an Android, as Tammy knows, than it is for an iPhone. But I just saved it to my screen, my home screen. And so it looks like it says TBB Coach. So I'm going to stop share. And it's this one right here, TBB Coach. It is in the Rock Solid Start training. It's one of the first tools that we give to you. You can also take it from that Rockstar training. If you're working with a brand new coach, copy and paste. Here's the instructions on how to do it. It's just a little bit different. I needed to read that to understand how to actually get it on here. But if I just click on that, if I click on it, it takes me right to, I don't need to search. I'll go to home. It goes right to the home page. I put in I think you have to log on, but then you put in their email. It's just their email, first name, last name, and what they want to order. It's a start to their order, but then you follow up and say, did you receive it? Let me know. Sometimes it goes to junk mail, like let me know if you received it. And they say, yes, okay, great. Please complete the order. by putting in your payment information and your address and information. And as soon as they've done that, you're going to see it in your back office. Okay?
So, in the past, I think when I was converting a customer to a coach, I was canceling their existing Home Direct order
Mm-hmm.
and then turning around and adding them as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
So am I hearing you right that with this app, the mobile enrollment, you can bypass that and you're just taking them right to coaching, or do you still have
I usually still cancel a previous order. Thank you for reminding me to say that. Like whenever they're transferring over something, the step one would be go ahead and cancel your current Shakeology HD order.
Right.
And then here is the start to your coaching account and your new order. Yes. And then you would go online with them. Is that what you've done? And sort of talk them through signing up as a coach and answering any questions at that time? Okay. Okay, good. So, okay, the final thing that I want to kind of show to you is something that I was on my iPhone and on my app, I was searching for if you go to apps on your iPhone, for the Beachbody tracker. Okay, so we have the Beachbody On Demand app, which everybody should have. So if you go on the App Store and you say Beachbody, you're going to get a number of apps that pop up. There's a few, there's several. Okay, it's not just one. So I was looking through there. I have my Beachbody On Demand. Highly recommend all of you guys have that, like stat. And then I downloaded the Beachbody Challenge Tracker, which is something I have not yet used yet, but we're going to play around with that in September. And then I came across this. Oops. It says coaching codes. Coaching codes. Okay. So you did that yesterday. Tammy and I did that the other day. But some Beachbody coach has put this together. I have seen a few versions over the last couple of years. So it looked like a fine version. I haven't used it tremendously yet, but all you have to do is plug in your coach ID number, and then you can see they've got videos, challenge packs, fitness programs, Shakeology, 3-day refresh, like all of it right there. So I will go to Shakeology, and then you can see the second one down is the 7-pack sampler. So, how I would use this if I wanted to send them a link in a text, in an email, or a personal message that should link right to the 7-day sampler pack for me, Coach Stacy, that would probably be fine. I could send them that link and they could complete that order, okay, and get that up and going. So this I will explore using. I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't used it a lot. I think that it sounds fine, though, to do that. But this would, again, be my third choice. Why do I want to send them something and have it be who knows when they actually complete it?
Or when they look at it.
Or when they look at it, you guys. Okay, so, pick and choose as you need to, but it just makes sense to me to have a conversation with the person, to know exactly what they want and need, and to get that taken care of. It's like checking them out at the grocery store. I'm going to do it for them, and then it's done. It's one less thing they have to do, and then it's done. So getting these systems in place, building your confidence with how to do it, and doing it correctly. And the more you do it, I'm very confident. I've now taken workplaces 15 orders at a time, and very slowly and meticulously punched in one order after another to make sure that all came out okay. Okay, so
I'm going to ask you, do you give them the option to come up with their own screen name and password? You do it and then just tell them if you want to go back and change it later. Got it.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally.
808.
Yeah, you could use whatever. It depends if they have like a really unique name,
Yeah.
And I also always do, it is case sensitive. I
Right.
always do lowercase, and I'll write down lowercase. Or let's say it's, you know what I mean? So just don't overthink it. Make something that hasn't been used before and make that happen. The other thing, a quick thing I was going to show you, because in a, let's see, could I have any more windows open? I don't know. I guess I could. I guess I could. Okay, share screen. Come back over here. I think that this is that the, boy, okay, let me see if this is, yeah, okay, so I'm off of here. If you go to teambeachbody.com, the other thing that I do on a very, very regular basis is once I've had a conversation with somebody and they're interested in something, they're interested in a new program, 21-day fix or whatever, you can go to the videos, go right to the videos and go to the products and send them. Do you guys all do this? Are you doing this?
I have a couple times.
Okay, please do this every time, because you'd be like, look, Susie, I'm going to show you, I'm going to send you the 21-day fix regular and the 21-day fix extreme. Watch both of them. Tell me your thoughts, like where do you land? Or 22-minute hardcore and the 21-day fix. Tell me your opinion and your thoughts on it. Here is the promotional video for both of those programs. Watch them, and then I'll come back and answer their questions on them. Because that is huge. It's a third-party tool. They've maybe seen it before or not. They get an impression. They're like, oh yeah, I definitely, the extreme is not for me. So when you come to share one of these, like let's say the 21-day fix is what I share the most, and then I just click on the 21-day fix, and then I come over here, and I will share. You hit share, and you could either do it via Facebook, or you could copy the link right here, copy and paste the link, and send it as a, you know, in a personal message or text or whatever. So if you just hit copy link, if I hit copy link, I could then put it into an email or a personal message or however they, or a text, however they communicate best. I'll just copy that link in there and tell them watch it.
Yeah, I was getting hung up on that, Stacy, because I would go to one of those like 21-day fix extreme, and I was trying to copy the link that was up in your top. You
Oh,
know,
in the browser? Yeah.
Yeah, in the browser, and they would come back and say, it says I need a password to do that.
Oh,
So-
because they think that you need to log on to your Team Beachbody account.
So you just went to the videos, went
Oh,
to
wait.
the whatevers, and then clicked on it. So it comes up like a YouTube video, and then you hit share and then copy link.
Yeah, so I can hit share, and then let's say here I'm going to share on Facebook, and
Okay.
I'm going to send it in a private message. And here's where I might get, you know, I'm going to send it in a private message, share in a private message. I'm going to send it to Janie Rose. This will change your life. Okay, so, and then I'm just gonna hit send, and then this is how I follow up, you guys. So you're constantly, you know, giving them some kind of information in different ways. Some people really are visual. They need to see it, or need to, you know, like you can be saying all this stuff and it's got 7, and I don't, sometimes be careful if you're going too much into the details of things, when it's easier to just share this, get back with them. Did you see it? What do you think?
Yeah.
See what they think, and then just answer their questions on that, and then see that. So you can send them the video for Shakeology or the 7-day sampler or whatever you want to. So you guys, I want you to practice. You can sign somebody up just as a coach, or not as a coach, but just as a customer, and they don't have to buy anything. You know what I mean? They can do 30 days of on-demand for free. There's a lot of things. So these are kind of like the very first steps for doing this. So we've done good. We started at 10:35. It's 11:16. My hope was for this is that, first of all, thank you so much for being here, because this gives an opportunity for me to teach. And I want to develop something like Janie recommended. Like, I could have this recorded. I could have everything written out, because even right now there were things that I didn't cover or that we could add in to get this, so that it could just be in a training that a new coach watches, when they have time, and I refine these training tools. But this is my very first time, other than doing it one-on-one mentoring, to kind of try to bring together a how do I place an order learning, teaching tool for my downline. Okay?
I think it's great.
So tell me, let me open it up right now then to some just Q&A, in that, was there something that I shared with you today that you did not know that you will start to do?
Well, I did not know about that. Share the video link, the way to go about it. So that's something I learned. That's going to be very helpful.
Yeah, they've got a bazillion tools back there. I use like one or two. I mean, these are the one or two things that I'm constantly using. Like, what I'm sharing with you are my best practices, the things that work the best for me, ways of communication, order in which I do things. I think that Mary had to leave. Tammy, was there anything in here? Or you may not be able to talk. She's still at work. Okay. So I won't call on her. So I think what I wanted to do is, the last thing I'll say, that if somebody decides to watch this recording, like Yvonne or Kayla or Dwayne, or who else couldn't be here today, or maybe Susan or Barbie, some of the other Joy, brand new coaches that may be inviting to this next group. The first thing that needs to happen is we're all inviting. This is just a part. This is the end of the invite process. So, right now, please take a look at, I posted a really great document in Team Surge about inviting to a challenge group, and great questions that we can be asking people. She's got it printed out. You guys just need a little bit of practice in this, and questions that you can be asking, so that everything is all about your people, getting to know your people, getting them started. And then also, you guys, at this time, I believe it is critical, no matter if you've been a coach for a day or 10 years, to set the expectations. Let your challengers know what they can expect from you and what you expect from them from your first conversations, and then down there. And so with what they can expect from you is, I want you to just believe in yourself beyond belief, that you are generous. You are giving of your time. You are giving of your support, your help, your love, your care, that you are there for them. And, all of those things, because it's what we are, and that you are going to understand their struggle. You're going to care when they're having a hard day. You're going to cheer them on when they're feeling really great. You're going to celebrate their progress. And you guys, it's a mutually beneficial relationship that you will each really appreciate each other as you begin to build strong friendships that are rooted in health and fitness. We've come together over the desire to either maintain or stick with our health and fitness. So that's what this is rooted in, but the friendships still need to have to be built. They've got to be built and developed. And it starts with the questions that you're asking them when you first sit down to get to know them better. Great, I see you're interested. Can I have 15 minutes to talk to you? I want to find more about your specific goals. Like, what's important to you? What are your likes and your dislikes? What's the hardest thing for you? What are you struggling with the most right now? Just get to know them. Who is sitting down and asking them those questions in their life today? Probably not. They probably don't have people knocking on their door. It sounds incredibly refreshing. It's relieving. They're open, and it's great. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead. So as you set out to have these conversations in these next few days, know that that's what you're doing. And then the flip side is that from the beginning, hi, you want to be letting them know that you expect them to check in every single day. And if they go MIA and all of a sudden they just haven't showed up, what's the best way for you to follow up with them on that? Okay? And that you really want to keep the morale of your group high. And if people aren't checking in and aren't, sharing with each other, it really just drops the morale and it's not as fun. So you're handpicking the people. You'd rather have 3 or 4 people who really want to make a change, who are really ready to be in that group and interacting and supporting each other, than 20 people who are saying and doing nothing. Don't let it happen. That is on you. Don't allow that to happen. That's on you to come back around and say, hey, remember, here's the expectations and I'm going to hold you to it. And most of everybody, if you've ever received a message from me at any time, it's done in a loving way, but we're letting them know that, hey, you haven't checked in a few days and how is it going? And you need to come on back. And don't be afraid to do that. That is the kind of accountability and coaching relationship that people desire. And if they don't, then maybe they're not, everybody's got a different way of rolling it out, but it may not be a perfect fit. So I'm going to stop the recording, but don't go away. Please don't go away, Jenny. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful. Let me know below.